Hey everyone, I'm a member of the Yang Gang. Hashtag math. Woo! Woo! Alright. Woo! Let's do it. Woo! Woo!
What we're going to do is, hey everyone, I know you heard about Andrew Yang and the Forward Party. Now I'm here to tell you actually what it is. It's probably not what you've heard. What we're going to do is actually solve the problems that are literally driving us crazy. What am I talking about? Right now, we have this two-sided duopoly that's just clashing and clashing, and you may love one side more than the other, but you have to face facts that this system is not working. Unfortunately, the polarization is reaching record highs to a point where people can't be in the same room as family members.
Yeah, I don't want to be in the same room as a racist motherfucker. I don't want to be in the same room as a bigoted dumb fuck asshole. So the way you fix that is not by saying, now that's not right before. That's not how you fix anything, dumb bitch. How you fix that is say, hey, Uncle Jim Bob Jojo, do you want to, maybe instead of being a goddamn racist bigot loser, do you want to say, hey, maybe, I don't know, stop saying you want to kill black people, stop saying you want to kill trans people? Maybe, do you ever think about that? And if they say no, guess what I'm going to do? Shove the fucking door in their face and say, I'm never talking to you again. Not there! Not right!
We're seeing literal violence erupt, and it's going to get worse, not better. We're getting more and more polarized.
Nice cut.
In large part because the incentives of our political system, our media, and social media all are driving us against each other. And
that's true.
Making us feel like other Americans are our mortal enemies.
That's true. But you need to understand. That is true. I will agree with that. The culture that we have cultivated in this country right now is divisive, and it profits on division. The profit incentive on division. Look at the way Twitter algorithm works. You get a lot more attention, you get a lot more addicted into the system when you're yelling at people versus having a good conversation. But again, there's one side that's like, yo, how about we don't kill black people? And then the other side is like, I'm gonna kill all the black people. That's that. You don't go like, all right, I want to kill the black people. You don't want to kill black people. Let's be friends. That's not, I don't want to live in that world. I want them to stop wanting to kill trans people, gay people, immigrants. That's what I want. I'm not going to be like, oh, well, I know you want to kill me and you want to kill everything that I believe in and you would literally murder me right now if you wouldn't go to jail for it. But, I don't know, you want to get some coffee and then go like, yeah, not left, not right, but forward. What? What?
Percent of Americans used to cross party lines when it came to national elections. That's down to 7%.
Yeah, also, reminder, Democrats and Republicans used to agree on things like gay marriage. Remember the famous Clinton quote, I hate gay people? Which Clinton? I don't know. And they probably said that in private. But again, like, the Democratic, if you look at the 2008, the last Democratic president, like, seriously, look at this. On the debate stage, they all agreed that gay people were scum. And the Democratic debates, they all agreed that gay people were scum. At the presidential debates and vice presidential debates, Barack Obama and Joe Biden agreed with the Republicans. Yes, we hate gay people. They do not deserve rights. They are second-class citizens. So maybe they crossed party lines because they agreed in hating gay people. And then there are a certain, portion of those Democrats that were like, wait a second, I'm a goddamn idiot. And now they realize the actual failures of their former ideological beliefs, and they're like, whoa, I don't want any part of that anymore, which is good.
Percent today, people aren't really appealing to the middle as much because that's not how you're going to win. You're going to win by appealing to the base.
You don't appeal to the middle. First of all, what? Middle? What's the middle? Should we only kill half the black people? Should we kill some immigrants? Should we throw some gay people in jail? What's the middle? One side literally wants to have a white ethno-state. The other side doesn't. One side believes in the cult of capitalism. The other side wants to move on to an actual equitable world where everyone is treated nicely and fairly. What do you meet in the middle? How would you meet in the middle? Not live, not right.
This has become a country where partisanship is the most acceptable, most commonplace form of prejudice. Now, people have been feeling these problems getting worse and worse over the last number of years, to the point where now 57% of Americans say they want a third party. 60% say that both parties are out of touch. Right now, people who say they're independents essentially outnumber registered Democrats.
Independents are not in the middle. I need y'all dumb motherfuckers to understand. Independents are not in the middle. Independents are people that say, fuck these goddamn idiots, and also, I don't want to strategically vote in primaries, so I'm an independent. That's what independents are. Most independents are way to the left of Democratic leadership. Way to the left on Republican leadership. Though some of them might hate transgender people because they're stupid. But economically speaking, they're way to the left of both of these parties. But, NEA, not letting that right before. We're not going to live. Certainly not going right. We're going forward, man. Going right in the middle.
For Republicans, 2-1. Imagine if you were an entrepreneur and you arrived on a marketplace and there were two companies and more than 50% of people wanted a new alternative. Wouldn't you want to create that alternative? Now, why are we feeling this stuck? Like,
the People's Party is seething right now. The People's Party is not having a good time with this one.
Again, Congress has a 28% national approval rating. What's the re-election rate for individual members of Congress? 92%. Think about that for a second.
Now, I want you to know this. I want you to know this, and this is not something I say often. Americans are fucking stupid. At the end of the day, we really need to understand most Americans are fucking goddamn stupid. 70% of Americans believe in God and angels. They're fucking stupid. So yes, that's why they continue to vote the same people in every single goddamn election and then say, whoa, I hate the goddamn Congress, so I'm going to vote for the same guy for the last 30 years. Oh, he's not doing what I say he does. Oh, goddamn, I don't know, God, pray to God. In a country where 70% of the country believes in fucking literal Santa Claus fairy tales, you're going to see some stupid shit. People vote mostly based on name recognition. Yeah, I hate Congress. And I only know one guy on the ballot, and he's my congressman, so I'm going to vote for him. What? I thought you hated Congress. Again, you need to understand, most motherfuckers are stupid. We got Cringe 2K19 in the chat, posting cringe. Great stuff. Yeah, the Supreme Court ruled on something while he was president. Credit. I got credit. Yeah, the Supreme Court did an independent ruling that had nothing to do with my presidency. Boom. All me, baby. What? What? Obama fucked the courts beyond belief. He's a fucking loser. Fuck him.
For Americans don't like what Congress is doing, but more than 9 out of 10 are going to be set up to win re-election again and again. And the reason for that is we have structural incentive.
The reason for that is Americans are fucking stupid. That's the reason for that. And we have a profit motive on behind keeping Americans stupid. Education, defunded. Media is about basically brainwashing people. Look at Fox News, right? Their entire profit incentive is to brainwash people into being stupid motherfuckers, right? Look at the schooling system, education system. We don't train people to be critical thinkers. We train people to be nice, beautiful drones. Oh yes, flip that burger for me. Oh yes, oh yes. I need my fast food. Flip the burger. Oh yes, you're a good little drone. You're a good little drone. Here's $7.25 an hour. That's what our school systems are built for. They they mass produce and mass manufacture dumb motherfuckers. That's America.
And this is where the math comes in. Where right now 83% of congressional districts are safely Democratic or safely Republican. So if you are a member of Congress, your big concern is not trying to win a general election. It's to win a primary and avoid getting challenged in the primary. You're not catering to the 51% of voters that you imagine you need. You're catering to the most extreme 10 to 20%.
That's like also the most extreme. We only have like fucking let's be very charitable. We only have like 40 members of Congress. I wouldn't, but you could maybe ascribe the label left wing to them. The rest of the Democrats are far-right extremists. Right? and we have like maybe 3 members of Congress that somewhat play with the label of socialist. So what the fuck are you talking about?
Is why we're pitted against each other, why you see politicians refusing to compromise, because they know if they do compromise, they're more likely to get challenged and lose their seat than if they stay on their party line and nothing gets done. So if you put reasonable people into this system of incentives, they'll actually become more unreasonable over time. This probably reminds you of America's political system. So how are we going to make this happen?
Can we talk about the production value, by the way? But goddamn.
I could give an inspirational speech, but we know that would do absolutely nothing. That's political speak.
Like, even the microphone, like, with all the echo of the room, like, you know this guy's in an empty office building because he's a CEO, quack, rich guy, trust fund baby loser. And he just, I'm just going to go to the empty office building in my skyscraper to record this video. I'm not out of touch. No, I'm not out of touch. I'm in my empty office building that I just have lying around. That, as you can see by the background, is clearly on, like, the 30th floor. No, I'm not out of touch. I'm in touch, bro. Check this out.
I'm a problem solver, and if you want to solve the problem, here's how we do it. The Forward Party has some very straightforward tenets. Number 1.
Yo, this literally looks like something I'd put together at, like, 2 a.m. on the night before a fucking school project was due. What we stand for. Yep, I'm going to use the box tool for that one. This guy is such a goddamn motherfucking goddamn. Cringe 2K19, I'm going to ask you one more time to stop going, like, you're just so stupid. Obama did more for the gays than he did for the black community. Obama did nothing for anyone. He's a fucking loser. A Supreme Court ruling that happened during his presidency has nothing to do with his fucking legislation, what he did for gay people. He's garbage. He got elected on attacking gay people. He ran on treating gay people as second-class citizens. And then lo and behold, the Supreme Court magically ruled in favor of some rights, some, emphasis on some, that are going to be stripped away very soon now, by the way. Don't think that gay marriage is sacrosanct. It's going soon, baby. Wait for it. But anyway.
Primaries and ranked choice voting so that you actually can have political dynamism and different points of view. We changed the primary system from the closed party primaries to open primaries and ranked choice voting. This would immediately
Now, again, I want to really be clear here. The only way that any of this matters is if they win enough seats in Congress to change the law. None of this matters until then, or at least like a state legislature. None of this matters until then. Oh, yeah. So, you know, there's 2 parties, right? And they've got closed primaries, but the Forward Party has an open primary, and that's going to fix our political system, I guess? What? All right.
Make our political figures more rational because they'd have to cater to 51% of us rather than the most extreme 20% on either side. One state has already done this, Alaska, and there are 24 other states where you can do this with
Yeah, and there's ranked choice voting in a lot of states, and the Green Party candidate still loses epic style. Open primary states, you know, like, I mean, like, again, we need a mass awakening in this country. We need a renaissance of information and education. That is the biggest thing that we can do. Because again, 70% of Americans believe in angels. And then like most of the 30%, most of us are afraid to point it out. Most of us are afraid to talk about how 70% of the country believes in, oh, I'm going to pray to Jesus and then the world's going to go. That's why our political system is fucked up, because you got 70% of Americans that are dumb as shit. 95% of Americans don't get enough fiber. You know how you get fiber? Eating vegetables. 95% of Americans do not know how to eat vegetables. 95%. I'm not joking. Look it up. 95% Americans fiber. Look it up on Google. 95% of Americans literally are afraid of vegetables. What? How did we get there? Because this country is fucking stupid.
Ballot initiatives. Universal basic income, human-centered economy, fact-based governance, modern and effective
I want to look at this slide, by the way. Open primaries. All right, that's useless because that's only for the Forward Party. Universal basic income. That's a good policy, except for Yang's version of the policy was libertarian garbage. He said he wanted to defund social welfare programs and tax people that are disabled for it. Okay, sure. Human-centered economy. What does that even mean? Those are words. Fact-based governance. What does that even mean? How do you determine what a fact is? Modern and effective government. That doesn't mean anything. Oh, yes. I want affordable healthcare. What is affordable healthcare? Well, if I spend 3,000% of my monthly income on it and get 3 credit cards, maybe I can afford it. Is that affordable? What is affordable? It doesn't mean anything. Grace and tolerance. What? Is it what? Is this a job interview, bro? What are you doing?
Human-centered economy, fact-based governance, modern and effective government, systems that actually work.
What does that mean? Okay, so yeah, we're going to make a modern and effective government, and what that means is we're going to have systems that actually work. What? What? Yeah, no, trust me, bro, hear me out. So we're going to make the government modern, and how we're going to do that is by making it work. What? What?
Grace and tolerance. We're not out to demonize or villainize anyone. We love our fellow Americans. What we have a problem with is a system that's going to turn us against each other. What we're in the midst of right now is one of the worst nightmares of our founding fathers. They hated political parties. There's nothing in the Constitution about any political party. And the duopoly would be their worst nightmare come to life. Because what they would have seen is factions that just clash over and over again and are susceptible to bad leadership. If you look at democracies around the world, how many parties do they have? 5, 7, 8, 18.
Wait a second. Okay, hold the phone here. Hold the phone. So, look at this slide, folks. I'm crying. This is incredible. Okay, so Netherlands, 18. Spain, 5 plus. Normally, right, you'd think, oh, we're going to use the plus, like, maybe we'll cap it at 10. Anything with more than 10, it doesn't really matter how many parties they have. They have 10, more than 10, so that's all you need. No, but Netherlands, they've got 18. Spain, 5 plus. What? This is so horrible. This is so horrible. France, on the other hand, has 10 plus. I can't. This is horrible.
We'd have shifting coalitions. People would come together, need to get things done. And by the way, if one of the parties succumbed to bad leadership, you'd be like, well, we've got another 17. That's how you make a strong system.
Well, if one of the parties has bad leadership, we have another 5 plus. Oh, what?
Actually responsive to the needs of our time. This duopoly is going to kill us. We can all tell.
That's true.
It's one of the reasons why so many people have checked out of politics. But what I'm asking is the
reason people check out of politics is, again, because they're fucking stupid. They're fucking stupid. If you check out of politics, you're a goddamn fucking moron. Oh, all right, the world's ending. I have 2 kids, and I'm going to check out of politics. Yeah, climate change. You know, my brother lives in New York, just died because they got killed in a flood from a hurricane. But, politics, whatever. Yeah, that's called being a fucking moron. Most people check out of politics because they're goddamn stupid and uneducated. Now, again, I want to be very clear. I want to be very, very clear. I think most people can be educated. I think most people should be educated. We need mass education in this country. Why stop schooling at 18? Why stop schooling at 20? Why stop schooling at 24? Why stop schooling at 30? We should be constantly, as Americans, as humans, we should be constantly learning. Learn every day. I read books. I watch podcasts about, like, random scientific subjects and, like, math and stuff. I love learning. I love listening to history podcasts. Why? Because I'm not a fucking dumbass. Now, I get it. Most people don't have time for that. And that's another problem. Again, our school system designs and manufactures its factory farming of humans. You are being factory farmed in schools to be a good little drone. Yes, that's right. Work 2 jobs a day. You have no free time to learn anything. And then you stay stupid until you retire. And then you die in a fucking flood or a wildfire because the fucking world sucks and you checked out of politics. That's the world we live in. Not letting our rabbit hole.
Who are sick of it to come together and solve the problem with me. With us.
With me? That's interesting. You should have cut that one out.
It's the Forward Party. It's an inclusive movement. You can be a registered Democrat, Republican, Independent. Forward Democrats, welcome. Forward Republicans, welcome. Forward Independents. Let's get it done. And let's make it so that we can actually feel good about ourselves,
you guys got jazz hands.
Our country, our family members, and our future. It's not going to fix itself. The system won't allow it. It's the system itself that needs to change, and we can change it together.
And then I swear to God, the editing is great. They just literally just cut it instantly. Check this.
That needs to change, and we can change it together.
And then, he looks like he's about to say something else. Look at the way his mouth moves in slow motion if you can. Rewind and then use, the YouTube thing to watch it in, quarter speed.
And change it together.
it looks like, and you can hear like a breath. You can hear it go, and then he's about to say something else, and then they cut him off.
It's the system itself that needs to change, and we can change it together.
That's bizarre. Anyway, Andrew Yang's a goddamn idiot. Again, I'm going to be very clear. I am not against third parties. I wish him luck in the third party project. Like, I personally think that right now, as the system we have, right now, the best method of doing anything is what the Squad is doing and the Justice Democrats. I do think that that is the best method of change within the electoral structure. If you disagree, that's fine. This video, this party is garbage. Modern and effective government. What does that mean? Fact-based government. What? That doesn't mean anything. Those words are all platitudes. Might as well be like fucking affordable healthcare. Might as well be like, you know, all that other shit that you hear like Hillary Clinton and fucking all those other neoliberal sellout losers and far-right Republicans talk about. Oh, we're running on family values. What's a fucking family value? What? Doesn't mean anything. And really what this boils down to is most Americans are fucking stupid. They're goddamn fucking morons, Andrew Yang included. And so, I mean, wasn't necessarily the direction I was intending on making this video, but I mean, Jesus Christ.